All right. So let me knock this out the park. Now I did a live stream called "I Am Confused, but I Am Not." Let me repeat that again. This morning I did a live stream called "I Am Confused, but I Am Not." So Taz, why won't you just sit there and watch that video, that live stream I did? Because that would explain the point. See, you think this is just about Princella, right? You really think this is just solely about Princella? No, Taz. Here's the problem. The problem was because of Princella, because of Princella, and how she's rattling the cage of these fools online. It's stirring the pot, right? And she's replacing Cynthia, which I'm glad though she is. My problem is not with her or your obsession with her, Taz. My problem is you know what the main problem within this space, right? And this chitlin circuit of the space. You know what? I'm gonna do this justice, right? Let me do this justice. Let me put this up. Let me put this up. See, I got to do this now. Let me find that. Let me find it. Yeah, right here. Let me put this up here for you. All right, the three basic toxic groups of black, or what y'all call black YouTube. Y'all got insecurity issues. Y'all have low self-esteem issues. I don't care if it's the men or the women. All of y'all have insecurity issues. Now, the thing is, Taz, there are people on here who got so much insecurity and trauma and everything. So they rather, instead of going to a therapist, they come on YouTube to get their feel on why as a coping mechanism, just to hear, oh, black women are X, black men is Y, but they never want to examine the Z, right? And the Z is y'all. All of y'all need to get a therapist, you know, and that's what it is. What's going on, Hammer Time Funk? What's going on with you? All right, what's going on with you? So here is the issue, Taz. The black manosphere is the focal point of all of these groups, these subgenres, and like what I said, it said in my last live stream, I am confused, but I am not live stream. Taz, I don't know why you decided to get all out of pocket, or maybe because what I said kind of like the brick hitting the dog or something like that, you know, and you the one who's hollering. The here is the point. You up on there with the main group, with the leader of a group that's caused a lot of problems, division on black YouTube, and that is the manosphere. So I'm confused when you hang around with a good with now I know, to be fair, you said Obsidian did not call your wife out of her name. But understand, He's the leader of that group, and people in that chat room has a history of disrespecting women all the time, and then you supposed to be the defender of black women. And because of that, that's where I'm confused at. So you rather tag team with the manosphere, which is all man, to get at Priscilla, when the manosphere created the Cynthia G's. They created the Priscillas. They created these women who, they even created that white dude Road Runner, the white dude named Road Runner, and Vincent, what's his name, the Biffs. Those white boys that come up in this space. The manosphere invented these people who brings further division. See, the manosphere brings further division in space. Once you knock out the manosphere out, all the divestors, the pink pill, all these other groups would crumble and fall. So why sit there and help anybody from the manosphere to go at Princella when Princella is trying to destroy one of the architects of the manosphere, which is Angry Man? That's why Angry Man is going crazy. You know, I'm just telling you. Mm-hmm. He said, "You ain't ish for watching." Says Princella was on that nonsense well before you two. I can prove that. Okay, okay. See. I'm not fully aware of Princella like that. I'm not fully aware of her. I just only aware of her ever since like last year, or a year and some change ago. But I'm not really fully aware of her. But I'm just saying, like I just enjoy her just destroying Angry Man. And no, I'm not on the bandwagon, but I do admire that she's building a coalition, though. I admire that she's building a coalition of women, and also remind and when I say women, I'm talking about white women, black women, Hispanic women, because I see her all over YouTube, outside of Black YouTube. She's building a coalition, and she's going to shut the Manister down, especially Angry Man, because I see it. So that's why I ain't saying nothing about Princella. I'm not gonna go against Princella because I see what she's doing. She got leadership acumen. She's not like Cynthia, because Cynthia's on that race for first crap. And sometimes when you do that race that race first crap, you're missing the bigger perspective. And and you have to use this perspective to get rid of this big animal called the manosphere. So let her get rid of the manosphere. And when you get rid of the manosphere, guess what happens? No more divestors, no more BWE, no more no more of the Mary Browns of the world, no more of these DJ Torches of the world, no more of that. So you knock out the big animal out, the rest of them will crumble into dust because they need the manosphere to exist. They're codependent on the manosphere to they need the manosphere to survive. They need it to feed off of, even though they claim that they hate the manosphere. They claim that they hate SYSBM. They claim they hate the passport bros, but they make money off these three groups. And all this is just a fraud. It's a scam on all sides. So you destroy the manosphere, all these stupid idiotic groups will cease to exist. Right, exactly the point, Mr. Lee. No manosphere, everyone would drop. If you take out, and that's why I was saying, okay, Taz, Nyla, but you're on there with Obsidian. You over there with old man. Please make that make sense. If your argument is we got to protect black women, we got to protect black women, then Obsidian is the main attacker. He actually docks women. Obsidian actually docks women. He docks Chrissy. He docks for Harriet, the boyfriend for her Harriet. And I'm going to talk about that too in a minute. I got to do a video on that because for Harriet, you were a scammer too because you could have ended the manosphere all by yourself when he docks your boyfriend. When Obsidian docks your boyfriend, hold on, let me see. I guess he want to speak. I guess somebody want to speak, but I got to do this solo for a minute, you know. So yeah, but yeah, all this is performance art. That's what it is, love wisdom. All this is performance art. That's why I said I'm confused. But I'm not confused. All right? You know, I'm not really confused because I know what the game is. Hey, what's going on?
What's going on? How you living?
I'm kind of under the weather. So what's going on with, that's about it.
You got to get that pineapple tea cracking and knock
Yeah,
all
yeah,
that out.
I'm thinking about going back to bed now. Yeah, but go ahead. What's on your mind?
Yeah, nah, I was listening. A lot of these YouTubers would be doing this nonsense without the other YouTubers, just because that's who they are as people. I've seen a lot of these people as characters on Facebook saying all of this nonsense, doing it for attention. I think that the platform has just grown because you can make money saying it here, whereas on other platforms they just do it more so for the attention and the likes and I don't the sycophants having admiration for them.
Uh huh. Uh huh. Yeah.
I mean, like a lot of the characters that you see on like Princella. I've known who Princella is for years. Princella was in a Facebook group saying all this nonsense well before YouTube. Nyla, Taz, same thing. The founder of the SYSBM, same thing. I know who all of these people are because they've been saying this nonsense for years. There's not no real differentiation in my mind between YouTube and like Facebook or Twitter or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I just it's just like people are so how can I say it? People are so like I'm traumatized. Oh, women traumatize me. Oh, men traumatize me, and we need to do something. We need to stop them. Then they support individuals who promise them this, and then you got people who want to this like these individuals sound so serious and so concerned about this, and then you got people who come on here and they just want to be grifters or they want to be scammers or people who just want to pander and they're just getting all of the attention rather than solving their own personal problems. They come on YouTube for their therapy and not for you know so yeah, I
No,
just
I agree with you. Yeah, people come on here, and they are highly scarred individuals, right? They've got PTSD like a mother. I don't know if you
mm,
cuss on your channel, so but yeah, they got PTSD like a mother. And so what they'll do is they'll get on here and they'll say whatever they say, and because they can eloquently express themselves, they will gather a following and then run from there. Like I always thought personally, right? Angry Man was, in my opinion, was a dude who was just running the mouth and he was a clown. But you have a bunch of people that will follow him because he says things that sound good to dudes who are lame, uh, less than the average guy. You know, it's the dude who was picked on in high school. It's
Mm.
not your fault that the dime piece black woman will talk to you. It's because she's inherently broken. Now you've taken accountability away from the goofy dude. He don't have to repair himself and make himself into a better person. He can just get up there and say whatever foolishness he wants to, and it's not his fault. Hey, I want to go on a date with you, but such and such on YouTube said that the black woman is this and da, da, da. What? I was gonna give you the panties. She walks away. Well, it's not my fault. You a raggedy heifer. Uh, a lot of these dudes are trapped in a cycle of listening to other weirdos with PTSD, and then they just run down the line. Same thing with these women creators who don't do nothing but blast black men. Cynthia G don't do nothing but talk about bandits, this, bandits, that, and who does she have a baby by? A bandit.
Well, I don't know about that baby thing, but have you seen that video that I shared about her brother when he was on you when
Mm,
he
her brother's on YouTube.
yeah. I knew her brothers on YouTube, so I thinking, oh, there's a channel called the Sisters, right? And it's Cynthia and her two three other sisters, and apparently sometimes he shows up.
There's multiples of these horrible looking women. Oh
Yeah.
God! All right.
Oh, you didn't know?
No, I didn't know Frankenstein made a whole bunch of monsters. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah. It's actually it's supposed to be six people. I think the other one, the other brother died or something like that. But yeah,
Oh, that's unfortunate.
he's like the only one on that panel, and he's like, Cynthia, why do you hate black men so much? He even said, even he went in on her on that panel. I gotta show it to you. You know what? I got on my community tab, and I'll go ahead and tag you in that community tag. 'Cause even he sit there had to say something. Even he had to say something to her face, straight up. So I'm expecting she might show up over there since she can't be on YouTube by herself anymore. I'm thinking she gonna be on those channels where her sisters are at. She gonna be over there now. I expect, I expect it's gonna happen. But if you see her brother's like, man, why you hate black men so much? You know,
Hmm.
because like she was talking about how he got with a white woman and he's no good. And I'm sitting there like, wait a minute. Oh well, y'all live in Seattle. There ain't no black people in Seattle.
No, I mean
It
it's
makes no
black
sense.
people out there.
Yeah, like there are black people out there, but I mean like the numbers. I'm saying, the numbers.
Numerically, yeah, you are more accustomed to it, but that I think that's why you have these different sects or groups of YouTube where people talk about their experiences, and the whole truth of the matter is there's a lot of pee in the dating pool. That's for women, that's for men. There's a lot of nonsense, and I think people want to get together and talk about their experiences, and it ends up ending up in hatred sometimes. I got friends in the manosphere that I know in real life. I've met, sat, and talked with them. Right? They have platforms that speak positivity in solutions, but then there's people that come on their platform that say crazy shit, and I think that I, I'm not a fan of everybody. Like the whole group is bad. I think that there are specific individuals in every group that need to be called out, and that's the way I handle things more so than saying the pink pill, the manosphere, etc. down the line, or it's just wrong as a whole. I think there are specific individuals like the BMTs. BMT was. Called himself a part of the manosphere at one point. I think niggas like him need to go ahead and sit down.
No. I have to get off on his ass last night. Going talking about babies. Or so and so did drugs in front of their kids on a live stream. Really, BMT. Well, BMT, you the one that went on Sexy Red's channel, took your kids to roast a man, but you out here outraged about somebody putting their kids on live stream. But you out here
Well,
doing all this. You put your kids on a live stream to cuss somebody out.
Well, that
Make
goes
that
back to what I'm saying. That's a dude with no real job. No, he doesn't help the community in any way. He collects a check, and then he gets on YouTube and wags his finger. Is that somebody we really want to be listening to? Is that somebody we want to have as a voice of our people or anybody for any reason?
no, no, no. Hold on. Let me see what psychopath atheist got to say. What's going on, psychopath atheist?
What's going on, Big J? How you?
Yeah, I'm gonna let Dante speak first. I'm gonna let you ain't shit for talking while watching. Finish what you gotta say, then Dante, then to you.
Oh yeah, go ahead. My plane has landed.
Okay, because I'm not gonna be here. This is not gonna be a very long live stream, by the way. I'm just saying what I got to say. What's going on, what I see. So go ahead, Dante. You got
Yeah,
anything?
can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, man. Somebody, you know why Nala and Taz be on these panels like they do? Because people haven't been calling out their hypocrisy. You know, that's why she can hop on Obsidian, and Obsidian ain't called out her excuse me, her hypocrisy, because she's a goddamn grifter her damn self. You know what I mean? She went from pro back, from being a divestor, having all them divestors over there on her channel, talking about divest to another race of man while she's dating. You know what I mean?
Uh huh.
So it's like who gonna take somebody like that serious? You know what I mean? You sitting up spreading toxic rhetoric, toxic rhetoric and divisiveness. Just like she's no different from Cynthia G. She's no different from goddamn the Queen Maker. They all one and the same. That's why she needs to sit her ass down, and she cannot say her and Taz. They need to sit down. They have no room to be talking or critiquing nobody because they like you said, they hypocrites.
But my problem is that's not my problem with them. My problem is okay. I kind of understand why he's pissed off, why they're pissed at Princella. I get that. My problem is you with Obsidian. Obsidian, the fan base Obsidian talk about your wife's on her clothes. They said all this shit about you, all nasty. They when old girl from Philly came after them, they joined in on that festivity on that what's it called, the April 1st massacre, all of that. That's where my issue is at because I'm confused because the manosphere is what created all these problems, but you out there entertaining the leaders of it when Priscilla is trying to get rid of the manosphere. And I see what Princella doing. That's why I ain't saying nothing. I'm just gonna let her just go ahead and get rid of it because you knock out the manosphere out, the rest of these groups will be cease to exist. And that's the way I see it.
Well, I know the Manosphere gave birth to these motherfucking Cynthia G's and Priscillas and these old divesting group bitches. Excuse me for cussing. But yeah, the Manosphere started it. It started with Tommy Sotomayor and the rest of them.
No. It came before Tommy. It came before Tommy. Tommy didn't give birth to this. Tommy didn't. Tommy didn't start this. It
So you talk? Are you talking about the man? I'm talking about Tommy made it. It was other dudes before Tommy, but they wasn't out there like Tommy. They wouldn't they wasn't out there like Tommy on the internet. You know what I mean? But Tommy really just brought it forth. He's like he's the blueprint of the manosphere. You know what I mean? They all fashioned themselves after Tommy. They all fashioned themselves after Tommy talking points. All of them. The manosphere, the SYBM, all them niggas. Even the passport, they all fashioned this. Even Kevin Samuels' ass, he fashioned his talking points after Tommy. You can hear, you can look at Kevin Samuels' old tapes and see he was all thing he was doing is repeating. Yeah, he was regurgitating what Tommy was saying. So that's why I say Tommy, the one that really was pioneered this shit. All the rest of the motherfuckers that jump on the bandwagon and trying to get on I cannot make money off of black one talking about black women. You know what I mean? But it was Tommy, and then the Manosphere and the rest of them dudes. They all came after him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and respectfully disagree. These women have been man haters since before, well before any of these
Tommy,
spaces popped up.
right?
To say that the manosphere is the root cause of women like Cynthia G is crazy when you have all of these 90s TV shows like Sally Jesse Raphael and all these platforms where black women got up and did what? Shit on black men. This is nothing new. This is just a newer platform for them to do it on.
But here's the problem though. I hear people like KF504 saying Tommy came first. Tommy was not the first one. If you was here ever since the beginning, there was Girl Talk, there was Avenue Rants, there was a Doug Titian. Even though Doug Titian, I respect Doug Titian, but still, they was here first before Tommy even got here. The problem is those guys who came here before Tommy, those were activists. Manosphere one, the Manosphere 1.0, what is called what the 1.0 era. Those were actually men who was activists. That was they was actually was doing things, but these guys are trying to make money off of it. And I'm not going to sit there and talk about Princella because I think it's saturated by Princella. My argument is not about Princella herself. My argument, and I don't know why people want to keep talking about Princella and her being lesbian, trying to turn women gay. You can't turn a woman gay. The woman going if she's a lesbian by herself. You can't. She can't. How is she going to make turn women into lesbians?
Okay, I want to,
You wrong.
but see, as far as them 90 shows or whatever talk shows, it was only maybe a few segments they had. It wasn't a constant. It wasn't a constant. It wasn't. They wasn't having constant pilots of that. Of the black women just like giving their grief. You know what I'm saying? Just getting stuff off their chest about black man. You know what I mean? It's totally different from the internet. The
Well,
internet, these dudes make video after video after video after video. It
you
wasn't
you
like that on them talk shows. It wasn't
you
like that.
you can't say that because these talk shows is a different platform, right? So when you have anybody talking, you didn't have black men getting up saying black women ain't shit on national TV. That wasn't a thing. Now you have people saying on the internet, sure, but you didn't have black men saying that on the internet. And before the talk shows, they had them in books. After the talk shows, you had shit like Lipstick Alley. There's always been a platform for black women to get up and say crazy shit about black men. You
Okay,
have the
okay,
term down low. What is the
okay.
term down low? It is a disparaging term that black women use against black men to call them gay and on the down low. That shit has been around forever. It's not because it's the whole group of black men has been running around sleeping. None of that shit is fucking true. So when people say, well, it's the manosphere's fault that these women up here are doing it, no, they've been doing this shit for years. The manosphere is a group of men who come in maybe in response after the fact. These women have been here well before them. So to say that they created this problem, that's just being dishonest.
Okay. By that logic, then you have to talk about gangster, the hip hop in the '90s. If you like, you can't sit there and bring up, you can't sit there and say, well, Oprah or Jesse Raphael or Ricky Lake said something, then excluding what NWA and Ghetto Boys were saying in the '90s. You can't sit there and exclude on the other side too. You can't exclude that. You also cannot exclude black exploitation movies.
Well, bald head hose is a far cry from niggas ain't shit.
I agree with that.
And
Oh,
I
hey,
got,
hey,
I
hey,
got,
Big
hey,
J. Let me
me,
ask you something right quick, Big J. So now when I said that Tommy was the first, I was referring to like dogging the black women out specifically. That's the first one I heard.
Yeah, but he was crazy, bro. Oh, listen, let me tell you, you got people like crazy,
Well,
bro.
I always ask you. You've been around longer than
Yeah,
me,
yeah.
brother.
I mean, there are people who've been here before him.
Okay.
That was bad. It's just that Tommy just came in at the right time because everybody left. You
Mm,
know,
okay.
the 1.0 dudes left. Some of them left voluntarily. Some of them was forced to leave.
All right.
So yeah, I mean, when Crazy
Now I
Bro,
remember. I actually remember when Kevin Samuel actually called Tommy show and complimented it on the show. So yeah, I think maybe some of the manosphere, y'all, the guy was right about that. They picked up on some of Tommy's shit, but yeah, if you say they had people on that before, yeah.
yeah, but my thing is right now, all of this is just a reaction to the Manosphere 2.0,
Uh huh.
and and all these little groups, all these little factions, they're just responding to what O'Shea and Obsidian and Angerman has built.
Yeah.
Uh,
Now
you know,
do you
hold on,
Big
hold
J, do you feel
on,
like this
hold
we on the second generation of this shit now? Because we done seen them come and go already.
well, YouTube knocking everybody out. I hope you know YouTube not knocking people out right and left. I
I
don't know why
see
people.
that.
Yeah, but anyway, we're going on Psycho 8. I don't know why I skipped over him, but go ahead, Psycho 8. Go ahead.
No, y'all. I didn't know this was a gender panel. I thought it was something else. I saw a thumbnail.
It turned into it because I was specifically was talking about why would Nyla and Taz would be on Old Man's channel talking about Princella when Old Man and his crew created or
Oh,
gave rise to that personality. That
yeah.
is, that was my
Yeah.
whole argument. Everybody was thinking about
Oh,
the
I
man.
get your
All the
point. Yeah.
conversations over my head. This conversation's over my head. I just wanted to talk about a thumbnail that I saw that made me actually click on the video. I thought that's what this is about. You said something about the three basic toxic groups. That's
Yeah,
what.
I was making a point about this is back and forth of uh, revolving door madness. It's a revolving door. Oh, I'm this one day, or I'm that one day, or I'm this the other day. I'm a part of this group now. Then I'm part of this group. It's just toxicity all over the place. So, I made that thumbnail a long time ago. But yeah, I just I just see it. It's just like revolving door between these ideologies and groups. But back to the point, I mean,
Mhm.
I'm like I said this morning, I'm confused, quote unquote. I'm not really confused. I'm just saying it. Why would that you go to the place where they disrespected you at, where they talk about your wife under her clothes, to talk about another woman who you don't
Well,
like?
all this shit was built around, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's just performance art to me.
Well, it's part of people everyday, job now. I mean, people actually do this for a living now. It's the next content,
So I don't want so I'm kind of you know
All them gender spaces are all hustle. It's all a grift. I've been saying that. That's why I don't mess around those spaces because I know what they are. And I
right.
would agree that those spaces are toxic. But I did want the when you said the men groups and the sisterhood and all that is toxic, I don't disagree with you on that. My pushback was obviously the Black Power part. That was my
hmm
pushback. But as far as the gender groups, I totally agree with you. I won't argue with you about that
And,
one bit.
and see, my thing with a psych is that when they be doing this shit, they act like they doing a favor to the black community when they're not to the black community. Like I'm speaking up for the black women in the community about the
No,
black,
it's all
and you
bullshit.
ain't doing nothing but yeah,
It's
you ain't
all
doing nothing
bullshit.
but fucking it up.
It's
You
just
go
a bunch
bring
of
up the
people.
absolute worst thing possible about black women you can think of, and been running this shit
It's
for
just
5 years.
it's
Who
just
are you helping?
it's just a
And the
bunch of
same
groups.
thing with the men. You
It's
you
just
go
a
bring
bunch
up
of
it.
yeah.
Right, you got these. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say it's just a bunch of people angry at the world, looking for somebody to take it out on, so they get online and find avatars to complain about. It's
Mhm.
really it's dysfunction. It's misery loves company, and yeah, that's why I stay out those spaces again. I don't play those spaces.
I just came here for a light work. I wasn't going to make this into a major
Yeah,
live
yeah.
stream. I was just going to say because I was going to respond because I told the nigga I can't come on your panel today because I'm going to sleep. So I went to sleep. I gave him a pre a pre response. Like nigga, this is the reason I got my problem. My problem with you is not your problem with Priscilla. My problem with you is you going to a city about Princella when people like Obsidian and them created the types like Priscilla and Sensitive G. That was my argument. He tried to make the argument as, oh, you trying to defend Priscilla. Not necessarily. That
I don't.
you got the wrong argument.
I don't know.
That's not my
I
argument.
gotta agree with what old boy said earlier. Yeah, these people are created on YouTube. These people are just showing who they really are in the real world. Like just they already had these feelings, and they found the avenue where they could let it out and vent. That's what's going on right now.
Right.
That's all that is. Yeah, I agree.
That's a
Like
fact.
the manosphere gets too much blame, and so does Cynthia. Cynthia gets too much blame, and so does the manosphere. All of them, like, no, these people had no right from wrong. They have these opinions already. They still hung up on past experiences they had with their exes or baby fathers or mothers, whatever the case may be. And again, they just mad at the world, and they look at the point the finger at somebody. It's somebody's fault. My life isn't where I think it should be, so therefore it's somebody's fault. So I'm angry and I want to blame somebody. Let's blame men. Let's blame women. Whatever suits, whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, modern society, shit like that. Ain't nobody working together, but yeah, we're gonna do that.
Yeah, it's just silliness. It don't make no sense. It's only a few things are going to happen. That's why I don't know why people surprised Prince Stella is taking off the way she is. I mean, what y'all thought was going to happen? I mean, y'all run around here talking smack about black men 24/7. It's only three options that's going to happen. Either y'all going to turn celibate, y'all going to start messing around outside your race, or you going to turn gay. These are your only three options based off the
Right.
rhetoric that y'all surrounding yourself in.
Hmm.
Which one are you going to pick? Now we all know they're not going to pick being celibate. That's dead. So that only leaves two other options, right? They're either going to date
Right.
outside their race or they're going to start licking carpet. These are your two options. Yeah, so what they going to choose? Some choose
And
dating
that and
outside the
that's a
race,
and
and
that's a
some are
big
going to
and
choose to
dating
lick
outside
carpet.
the races. That's gonna be tougher, man, because everybody, white men is the top thing on the totem pole. You got to compete with them. The white women ain't gonna just let their man go like that. Good,
Yeah.
but
So I mean, it ain't too much. Ain't too much else to the end game. That is the end game. So when stuff like this starts happening, I'm not surprised. I'm just surprised it took this long for people to see this stuff happening. I mean, them gay people been on the outskirts of all this gender banging stuff on the men and the women's side, licking their chops. Pause. Licking their chops, waiting to pick up the scraps of all the dead bodies from this gender war so they can eat. Literally. So like at the end of the day, like yeah, I seen all this stuff. I called this stuff years ago, and it's all taking fruition. I'm seeing the gays starting to take over this fucking space. Yeah, I see all kinds of fruitcakes all everywhere on the men and women's side. Big content creators too. Got large followings. Everybody following these people. You got gay men saying, "Yeah, women don't mess with these men," and blah 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 and everything else. They're like, "Yeah, forget these men and everything." Y'all don't see what's going on here. You got gay women up here saying, "Yeah, don't mess with these men and everything else." They're like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, don't mess with these men." But y'all don't see what's going on.
yeah, they
Y-
but
y'all are helping y'all helping the alphabet community. That's what y'all doing. Y'all pushing the alphabet agenda and don't even realize it. Y'all think y'all on some noble crusade where you're going to stand up for your gender and fight for their rights and it no, it's all cap, man. It's all a fruitcake agenda that's been being promoted, and y'all don't even realize y'all pushing it. But now people are finally starting to see it in their face. Some people care, some people don't care because it's what they wanted anyway. So, like I said, I'm not surprised by none of this stuff going on. You might as well call me Nostradamus because I've been predicting this.
I don't think it's necessarily LGBTQ. I don't think that's necessary when it comes to the arguments of Princella, because I know what she's talking about. She's talking about the 200,000 years of patriarchy.
Not
I
cat,
see what her
Prince
argument is.
Ella not pushing gay stuff. Are you kidding me? She not
No,
pushing.
if you listen to her on all the outside of black YouTube, no, she's not.
Yeah,
She
that's
ain't
cat.
being saying that.
You're delusional, dog.
No,
You're
I'm not. I'm
delusional. If
not
you
delusional.
believe that,
I'm
yes,
not delusional.
yes,
If
you
you
are.
listen to her outside of black YouTube, that's not what she's pushing.
If you
She's
believe
saying
she's not,
though of 2000, it's 2000, um 200,000 years of patriarchy created the society where, and I do agree with her on that.
that whole patriarchy terminology, that whole rhetoric is gay rhetoric. What do you
No, it's
mean?
not.
Yes,
No,
it
it's
is.
not.
Yes,
No,
it
it's
is.
not.
Yes,
No,
it
It's
is.
no.
not gay rhetoric.
Yes, it is.
It's
It's not
feminine
gay.
rhetoric.
Wait,
It's
wait,
for
wait,
women,
wait,
white
wait,
It's
women.
not
wait, wait,
gay rhetoric.
wait.
No, no,
Wait. Big J,
anybody,
real quick,
anybody,
Big J.
if
He's
you
right.
if you learn about
He's
world
partially
history,
right.
no,
He's partially right.
if you learn,
Wait, let me tell you what I'm saying. Let me get to my point, and then you can respond to it. He's partially right. It's feminine rhetoric, but guess what? Feminine started pushing that rhetoric. Gay feminine. That's who started pushing that rhetoric. So
it's horrible.
remember, lesbians run that feminine movement. Don't get it.
It's women in general. White women in general have always had this beef to where, I mean, that's the start of the whole feminine thing.
Y'all. Oh my God, this is for us.
I, I,
It's
could-
like
I did a whole presentation showing where that garbage came from, and it came from gay white women.
no, it
That's where it came
didn't
from.
because
Yes, it
all you
did.
got to do is
Black women
go back.
black women started that. Black
No,
women
no,
started
if
that patriarchy chart.
the patriarchy began 200,000 years ago.
No, I'm talking about the whole talking point. The whole talking point of don't. I don't want to talk about what when
Okay,
they say
when she talks about patriarchy, a cycle, she's referring to what happened in the past. If you
where's
sit
that
there,
talking point coming from.
well, it's the truth.
That ain't. See, you're avoiding the
Patriarchy is.
question. You're avoiding the question.
No,
Where's
I'm
the
not
talking
avoiding
point
the
I'm
coming
just
question.
from?
curious what that got to do with the black community. We're not a patriarchy.
Yes, we are.
Black
The
men run
world,
the community.
the world
Whoa,
is
whoa, whoa, whoa.
patriarchal. The world is
Black,
patriarchal.
I'll be
no,
right
the
back. I
black.
got
I'm
one
talking about the
downstairs.
black community. Are you telling me the black community is a patriarchy?
Yes, it is.
Okay, well, tell me how the black community is a patriarchy.
Okay, we think. I'm not going to sit there and talk about. I just came here to say my side against Taz and move on.
No,
I'm not going to keep talking to
I'm
you.
just people throw that word around and not really have an understanding what that means. We're not a patriarchy. We are not under a system that oppresses women because women can't do X, Y, Z because the man is this. Because as a community, the black community don't really have the power to do that in general. Black men cannot stop a black woman from doing anything.
Yeah, yes, we did. What you talking about?
Okay, so you tell me how black
Yeah,
men can
I
stop
mean,
a black
I
woman
mean,
from
I
doing
mean,
anything.
the black church forced people to do X, Y, and Z in the
The
past.
black church is mostly made up of a matriarchy. When you walk into a black
No,
church,
yeah,
the
okay,
majority of black churches have what? Church mothers.
right. But it just because it has a female face to it doesn't mean though it's not a patriarchy.
I'm lost as to what you mean by it has a female face, but
of course, though, patriarchy used women against other women, and also, if you know about patriarchy in general,
that sounds like
patriarchy.
matriarchy to me.
Hold on, no, hold on. Patriarchy isn't just men against women; it's against the top level man against the bottom level men. That had men of the lower class fight among themselves so he can remain in power. That's also patriarchal. If you actually
Wait. Are you saying that this is a classism thing and not a
patriarchy
male versus female thing?
patriarchy is linked to classism, racism, and sexism.
Okay, so
Because the only one who benefits off of it is whoever is the male on top. If you read the
and
structure is.
out of the black community, who is the male on top?
Oh my God. The black pastor is on top. The black entertainer is on top. I know that you love to separate and dissect between races, and you're trying to find an avenue and a loophole out of it. But if you look at the same thing, it's the same play. It's always the
I,
same the
I
same.
I'm I don't know. You lost me at the black entertainer. I could have rocked with you with the black pastor. All right, we can run that down the line. But the black entertainer, that one you lost me on.
If you look at the history of patriarchy and see how it's structured, it's the top individual uh, having two having other men battle against one another among class and race. Now, I do agree with her on that. I do. I do. I have uh, read about how it's structured, how society has been structured for the past 200,000 years. we use religion, we use economics, we use any type of legal avenue to have this man to fight this other man, while at the same time keeping the women into their places. But I'm not going to sit there and because I'm tired. This is supposed to be a short live stream. I thank y'all for coming. I was just here just to respond to Taz. That's all on my side, from my perspective.
Okay. Uh, it was nice. It was nice you having me up here, man.
You
Oh
said what?
man.
You said what? I'm sorry. I
It,
heard a noise. What did you say?
it was nice you having me up here, man. I had to, come up here and give you some of my little feedback on this little issue that's
Oh,
going on here. Yeah.
okay. Okay. That's all. I was just responding to why Taz and Nyla would go to on old man's channel, knowing they did this, that crowd over there disrespect him and his wife. I just like, I'm just like, that doesn't
Well,
even.
I say she should be speaking up on, she should be talking about or speaking up on anything what Priscilla doing, because she was doing the same exact thing Priscilla was doing, fucking spreading toxic rhetoric, divisive rhetoric. That's all she was doing. You know what I mean? She's a grifter, just like Priscilla and Cynthia G. All of them, bunch of grifters,
Okay.
bunch of grifters.
Yeah, it's the gender banging space is big business. Big business. That's all it is.
Nah, it's going to end soon. It's
No,
going
it's
to.
not. It's big business. How you gonna stop it? It's big business.
Okay, okay. I know everybody is on Cynthia being flagged, right? Being knocked down. Now, 2 months ago, I told people YouTube is knocking down these channels down. They start refreshing fit. They got that white boy Hammerhead. They got Paris Milan. They
Don't
got
matter.
Cynthia.
Don't
Huh?
matter. Remember when they got Brooklyn Blue? Remember when they got Obsidian's first channel? Remember when they
No,
got
no, no.
Angry
I'm talking
Man's
about
other
no.
channel?
I'm talking about
Remember when they?
currently. Currently,
I'm telling you, they knock them down. They come back. If they don't come back, somebody new take their place. Somebody new rises out the ashes all the
no,
time.
no, no.
Yes, Big
This
J, you been around longer than me, and
I
I've been
know.
around for a
I've
hot
been
minute.
here. I've been here
And
longer
I've
than
been
you.
around for a hot minute. So,
Right.
so you just sit up here and say you don't understand that somebody new is just going to replace the old. You just are you
No,
not paying
no, no.
attention?
What I'm saying is, if you look at the terms of service, they changed them terms of service, and I told people they're coming after them ever since I
Nah.
saw Sneeko
You can
on
still
that.
give it.
Hold on.
Cynthia
When I
got
saw
flagged.
Sneeko
Cynthia
on that
got flagged because of the abort baby boy stuff. That's why she got flagged. If she kept it off that abort baby boy shit, she wouldn't have got flagged. She got flagged for talking that genocidal eugenics crap.
that's not.
That's
It's
what she
bigger
got
than that.
took it
It's
down
bigger
for.
than that. It's bigger than that, Taz. It's bigger
I'm
than that.
not Taz. I'm not Taz.
I'm sorry. Well, it's bigger than that, Psycho. It's bigger than that because if you seen all these gender warring channels being taken out, being demonetized, Dennis Sperling demonetized.
Oh, they have to get demonetized. I'm not gonna say they won't get demonetized. I'm talking about the channels being gone. The channels will still be there. Like the only reason her channel was gone again is because she was talking that eugenic shit. That's why her channel's gone.
And plus, her also she was so stupid making creating the other channel.
Yes, that was also dumb.
Yeah,
Yes,
it was dumb for her to do that. She could have just sit on back, laid back for a month or two. She would come on back.
but she had to.
No,
She was worried about that money, man. You got.
right?
Yeah,
She was worried about
I
that
promise
money.
you. I promise you. Cynthia was living damn near check by check. I bet you. I
Right.
promise you, she don't got 20 racks saved up in the bank. I promise you, she don't got 20 racks saved up in the bank.
And
Like
so, as
she
somebody who's been
panicked
on,
too. She panicked too much when she got demonetized. I promise you, she was living probably damn near check by check almost.
in
Yeah,
my
she was panicking. That
in
heifer was
my
going
thing,
through.
as somebody who's been on Fox Soul, been on that TV show out there in Seattle, been on numerous media junkies, I would assume she would have a savings account and some money stacked up
You would
in
think.
case
You would
the
think.
well goes
She
dry.
made enough money to save up some money, but again, I question whether or not she did. Just because she made the money to do it, don't mean she actually did it. Some people are just bad with money. I mean, I
Mm-hmm.
see a bunch of people make a whole bunch of money on here, end up broke. Young Pharaoh right now is homeless. Homeless. He had a big ass house out in Texas, two custom made cars, and everything else, and now he's out here homeless. And like so,
For
like
real,
YouTube, yeah, right now,
that
currently,
for
yeah,
real, man.
Yeah,
yeah, yes,
yeah.
yes, no crap. No, YouTube giveth and YouTube taketh away. That's why I tell people all the time: don't be sticking your chest out too much, trying to brag about how big your channel is, and talking all big. Like I seen people with 2, 3 million subs, boom, gone, just overnight, boom, gone, income gone, everything. So YouTube giveth, YouTube taketh away. Don't get too wrapped up in this crap. Don't start thinking you bigger and above everybody else because of your subscribers. You will get your feelings hurt.
Tommy Sotomayor is a perfect example of that.
Exactly.
He was cocky, arrogant, conceited. You know what I'm saying? He was all, you know what I'm saying? He thought he was invincible. And then all his shit got knocked down. And what he did what was he did excuse me, and what did he resolve to doing after he got all his channels took it down? That nigga started here on OnlyFans and started doing porn.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That that showed you how desperate he was to getting some goddamn money. That's the lowest. That's the only thing that was a sign of desperation. Any man that lower his standards to doing porn, that's a sign of desperation. Cause that nigga know that nigga know the money wasn't coming in like that. That nigga know he didn't have money like that. He was another nigga that'd be talking down on you. I got more money than you. I got a big house. But
Yep,
okay, yeah, whatever.
yep. And this is what happens. This is what I see it happen to a bunch of these people, and usually these same people that talk like that, this is what happens to them. And next thing you know, they're just gone, and you don't hear from them no more. Next thing you know, they're irrelevant in this space. Like Tommy, Tommy's irrelevant in these spaces. People barely mention him anymore. People hardly mention him. People don't. He's not. Nobody's checking for Tammy. Nothing. Like he's irrelevant here.
Oh, he got really relevant. It was so many people that didn't know who he was. Here, Tommy would get on certain people panels, and Tommy would get into it with people, and they'd be like, "Nigga, I don't even know who the hell you is. Who the fuck is you?"
Yeah, white people don't even need him no more. There's a whole bunch of race baiting coons out here that took his spot. They don't
Oh,
need him no
yo,
more.
You
oh
talking about
yeah,
black, Black man? Black. That nigga.
yeah. There's a lot of old coon ass niggas that took his place.
Nah, I think the worst coon is Black and Chronic Truth. Black be sitting there be crying to Pearl. I've been looking at this nigga on CN's panel. Pearl's on there. He crying on that motherfucker. Like,
That's
I
disgusting.
just want y'all to understand us and how our plight is. I was like,
Fucking weirdo.
Chaotic is another one.
That dude's a clown. Yeah, I know that. Yeah,
Yeah, he's a whole troll.
yeah, he is. You don't even believe half the stuff he said. First time I read to him, he came on my panel talking that Abo stuff. I was beating him senseless intellectually. He took off and read, but now he act like he wasn't on that Abo stuff. Like, man, what are you talking about? I still got the stream. What do you mean?
with his old Nigerian ass.
Yeah,
Get your ass on up on out of here with that bullshit. Anyway, I'm gonna end this live stream. So
yeah.
yeah, but anyway, thank y'all for coming. But before it gets out of anyway. But thank y'all for coming, by the way.
Keep your live up, man. Don't get rid of it, man.
Why y'all keep getting rid of my lives? My lives been up.
Some of your lives I ain't been seeing, but you got 2 channels, so that could be it.
Yeah. So yeah, what's going on, Angelica? Yeah, Angelica. I went to sleep. I've been up for the past couple of days, Angelica. So yeah, that's why when you told me this morning, do I ever sleep? Not in the past 2 weeks. I have not. So yeah, I need to get back to bed. That's what I need to do. So yeah, I'm off today. So yeah, I'm gonna get my ass right back to bed. So so anyway, I'm gonna jump out of here. Thank y'all for coming, And let me say this too. Do not let me say this to this bald headed nigga. Huh? Hold on. You bugging, dude. Oh, yeah. Man, listen. I was going off all last night. Stop letting people provoke you. Okay, yeah, you're right, Angelica. You might be right. So anyway, let me end this live stream.
All right, Big J.
All right then. See you later, Dante. So yeah, yeah. But that whole nigga BMT that really provoked me. Like nigga, why you talking about putting kids on live streams when you use your kids on me? Come on, man. I was pissed off over that one, man. I was really was angry over that. I say it with love, but I do love when you snap, though. Yeah, yeah, BMT. Yeah, I gotta go off on this for a minute. BMT gonna get on a live stream. Why you put your kids on the camera and you smoking drugs in front of the kids and da 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 da? Well, nigga, you put your kids on Sexy Red channel to roast people. The fuck. Anyway, get out of here. I'm out. Y'all have a good one.